Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed watching my Temple of Elemental Evil and Dungeon Master 2 playthroughs. And now I am currently trying to decide the next game I should play through. And I wanted to get some feedback from everybody before I started. I'm going to start off with the game I've been playing recently, and that is Arcanum. It is a very fun game and would probably be the most entertaining of the three to watch if I had to guess, as some of the dialogue choices are very interesting, especially considering the playthrough I was going to look to go through, and that is the one with a very low intelligence. So that is the first big positive to this game. The only real negative I can see is that there have already been a couple of very good playthroughs of this game already on YouTube, and I wanted to make sure that I am going to be up to that same kind of standard, and I didn't know if people would just prefer to watch those instead of watching a new playthrough like this. The combat is also not terribly interesting if you're going with a non-magic or technology-based character, just a pure fighter. Obviously I'm not one right now, as this lady's having a hard time trying to punch a wolf to death. That usually doesn't turn out too well. Anyways, this is the first of the three games. It would be pretty entertaining to watch, but I will let you guys give me some feedback as far as that goes, and move on to show you the next of the three games and see if that floats your boat better. Be right back. Moving on, we come to a game that almost everybody will recognize instantly, and that this is the original Baldur's Gate. It is one of the best games of all time, and it is widely recognizable.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
The biggest advantage to this game is that it is such a deep storyline, and it is a game that is so much fun, and recognizably so, that everyone has probably already played it and knows a bit about it and might enjoy watching it. However, this also might be a disadvantage to this game in that it is so mainstream that it might not be as fun to watch as some of the other games that I've played through.
Of course.
Since I might not play in the same style that you prefer, or it's been a game that you've played through so many times that it's not really interesting to watch. I know I've beaten this game so many times, I'm not really going to be surprised by anything that happens.
Simple task.
And it might not be enjoyable in that aspect. The other disadvantage that I can see to this game, it is very long, and I don't know if you guys are going to be interested in watching a series that takes 90 or 100 videos to get through, as between the original game that was 5 CDs long and the addition to the expansion pack for Durlag's Tower, which almost doubles, well, not doubles, but yeah, adds a good chunk of time onto the game. It might be dragging on a bit longer than you might have the patience to sit there and watch through. However, I did want to put it up there as an option. It is one of the three that we are considering, and I'm going to go ahead and move along to the third game, and we can figure out exactly what to play through next. Moving on, we come to a game that might not be as recognizable to most of you. It is called Lionheart. It is one of my favorite storylines of all time, and that it is very original and very creative and a lot of fun to explore, especially the first part of the game, which is its biggest positive as far as if you could recommend it for the next playthrough or not. The biggest disadvantage to this game is that after about the first half, it turns into a straight dungeon crawler type of a game, where you're just going from bad guy to bad guy in order to move along the story. It loses a lot of its RPG elements. And it kind of sucks, but it's not so bad that it makes me regret playing it. So I don't know how bad of an impact it would have on you guys or not. But I did want to let you know there is something to be said for that. It also is more of a single player type of a game as opposed to a party type. So there won't be a lot of different interesting companions or choices to go through. There are a few, but they're usually fairly weak and squishy and end up dying real quick. So you won't see a whole lot of them. It's more based around building my own character and advancing through the story that way. But that is an option, and I wanted to show you what I was thinking. Please leave me some comments in the video directory and let me know which of the three looks best, or it doesn't have to be one of these. If you've got another suggestion that you might find more interesting than these, I'd be happy to hear it, as more than likely anything that you suggest I might not have played through before, and that could add a little something to the commentary, not knowing what all is to come next. And that might help. It might not. Again, just let me know what you're thinking, what you'd like to see, since I already know what I'd like to do, in that any of these three would work. So I'll leave it up to you. I will see you guys once the next playthrough has been decided, and hopefully we'll find something everybody will like. See you guys then.